It was a quiet evening, just as the sun began to dip behind the hills, painting the sky in soft colors of pink and lavender. The air was warm and still, and the world seemed to sigh with contentment. A little girl named Alara walked slowly along the forest path, her bare feet brushing the cool grass. She wore a soft blue dress and carried a small woven basket, empty now, that had held her afternoon snacks. As she walked, Alara liked to talk to the trees. She didn't expect them to answer, of course, but it felt nice to share her thoughts with the tall, quiet friends who stood so patiently along the path. "Good evening, Maple," she whispered to the broad tree near the bend. "Did you have a good day? I saw 3 butterflies dancing by the flowers. And look how golden the light is, know it's like honey poured across the world." She paused by the old willow, its long branches swaying like gentle arms. "Willow," she said softly, "your leaves shimmer like tiny bells in the breeze. I think you're the prettiest tree in the whole forest." Alara took a few more steps, then stopped. A soft, rustling sound came from the trees, not from the wind, but from the trees themselves. And then, so gently it might have been a dream, she heard a voice. It was low and warm, like the hum of a cello, and it came from the maple tree. "Thank you, Alara," it said. "We hear you every day, and tonight, we'd like to say thank you." Alara's eyes grew wide, but not with fear, with wonder. Before she could speak, the willow swayed forward, its branches parting like a curtain. "Come," it whispered, "just a little way into the woods. We have something for you." Heart thumping like a soft drum, Alara stepped off the path and into the forest. The trees seemed to lean in, not to trap her, but to guide her, their leaves brushing her shoulders like soft feathers. Fireflies began to appear, not darting wildly, but floating slowly, like tiny lanterns leading the way. And then she saw a small clearing, bathed in silver moonlight. In the center stood a low table made of moss and smooth stones. Upon it sat tiny teacups made of acorn caps and lily pads, and a teapot shaped like a hollowed gourd. The air smelled of mint, chamomile, and something sweet like warm bread and wild strawberries. "Welcome, Alara," said the trees together, their voices like wind through leaves. "We made tea just for you." A family of rabbits sat politely on the grass, their noses twitching. A hedgehog wearing a tiny flower crown offered her a cup. "It's dandelion tea," he said in a voice like pebbles tumbling gently in a stream. "Good for sweet dreams." Alara sat on a soft cushion of moss and sipped her tea. It was warm and soothing, and with each sip she felt more peaceful, as if her body were made of clouds. The trees hummed a low, gentle tune, and the crickets joined in, not chirping fast, but slow and steady, like a lullaby played in slow motion. A fox with fur like autumn leaves curled up at her feet. "You're a kind to talk to us," she said. "Most people walk right by without listening." "I listen because you're a beautiful," Alara said, her voice soft and kind. The moon climbed higher, and the tea party grew quieter. The fireflies dimmed their lights. The rabbit family yawned and nestled together. The hedgehog tucked himself into a ball, wrapped in a leaf blanket. "It's time," the willow whispered. "Time to return to your bed, little friend." Alara finished her tea and stood. The trees bent low as she passed, their leaves brushing her hair like gentle fingers. The path back seemed shorter now, or perhaps she just felt lighter, as if the forest had given her a gift of calm. When she reached her cottage, the window was open, and her mother had left a nightlight glowing like a firefly. Alara climbed into her bed, the sheets cool and soft. She pulled her blanket up to her chin and closed her eyes. Outside, the wind rustled through the trees one more time. "Good night, Alara," they whispered. "Sleep well, little listener." And as the stars blinked above and the world grew still, Alara drifted into a deep, peaceful sleep, dreaming of tea parties under the moon, where kindness was the sweetest thing of all.